Hello friends, today in this video we will be discussing the first poem of class 10 syllabi, that is Dust of Snow, written by Robert Frost. In this video we will be doing a detailed explanation of each and every line of the poem, plus we'll discuss all the poetic devices and also the rhyming scheme of the poem. So let's begin with the poem. So this poem, written by Robert Frost, Dust of Snow, is a very small poem of just 8 lines, but it has a very deep meaning. So this poem conveys the message that sometimes small things in nature can change your mood. For example, in this poem, the mood of the poet has been changed from pessimism to optimism. Means earlier the poet was in a gloomy and a sad mood, and after this incident he become elated, he become refreshed, and he become soothed. So let's start the poem. So in this poem, it was a winter season and it was snow on a tree. On the tree there were small flickers of snow on its leaves, and the tree was a hemlock tree. And the crow was sitting on the tree, and the poet was Robert Frost was sitting under the tree. And suddenly the crow took up a flight, and the flickers of snow that was on the hemlock tree fell on the poet. And this small incident has changed poet Robert Frost's mood. Now here the small flickers of snow are compared as dust of snow because they are very tiny and very small in size, so they are called as dust of snow. Now also in this poem the poet uses symbolism in crow and a hemlock tree. Now crow is a black bird which neither have good voice nor it has a good color. So, and the crow is generally symbolized with sadness, negativity, and the hemlock tree is a poisonous tree with small white flowers on it. So it has a poisonous tree which is generally symbolized with death. Okay, but then why the poet have used these two creatures, and the crow which is symbolized with such a negativity, and the hemlock tree which is a poisonous tree? Why the poet has used this? Because here these two, crow and a hemlock tree, symbolize the poet's mood, poet's dilemma. That's how the poet is in a gloomy mood. Yeah, so this is what they symbolize. For example, a crow generally symbolizes negativity and sadness, and the hemlock tree symbolizes death. And here in this poem, these two symbolize the dilemma of the poet. It symbolizes the sadness and the gloomy mood of poet. Okay, so now let's read the poem. The way of crow shocked down on me. Means this line says the way of crow means the crow has taken the flight and shocked down on me the dust of snow. And the dust of snow which was on the leaves of the hemlock tree fell on the poet from the hemlock tree. And now this incident has given my heart a change of mood. Means this has given my heart a change of mood. Now a simple change of mood means has occurred in poet. Means his mood has been changed from gloomy sadness to elated, happy, and saved some part of a day I rode. And this small incident had saved some part of a day of poet which he had rued. Means to held in regret. Means he was regretting, and now it has saved some part of a day he wrote. So that's what this poem conveys. Now let us discuss the literary devices used in this poem. So in this complete poem has imagery, because an image of the incident, the hemlock tree, the crow, it's created in your mind. And then we have enjambment in his entire poem. Now, what is enjambment? When the same line is continued in the next line without any full stop or comma. Now, if you would say there's no full stop and comma in the entire poem, and the same in the way of cross shook down on me, the dust of snow from a hemlock tree. Now, the same line is continued in the entire poem. So, here in this poem, two literary devices, imagery and enjambment, is used in the entire poem. And then we have metaphor here. Now, what is metaphor? When we compare something with something directly. For example, dust of snow has metaphor in this poem. Let me give you another example of metaphor. For example, Tipu Sultan is the tiger of Mysore. Now, it does not mean that Tipu Sultan is tiger. Here we means that Tipu Sultan is like a tiger, but we are comparing directly as a tiger, so that is metaphor. So now snow is compared as dust, directly compares dust. But if here it would be snow as dust or snow like dust, then it would be simile. In simile, we compare two things and we add like or as. But here we are comparing it without using any comparison like or as. And next poetry device we have in this poem is alliteration. We have alliteration is same saved sum. Now, what is alliteration? When the same sound or same letter is repeated in two words which are written simultaneous. For example, saved begins with S and sum also begins with S, and it has the same sound, so it's alliteration. Then in this poem we have synecdoche. Now, what is synecdoche? Now, synecdoche is sometimes when something represent your body, and something in body. For example, something which represent, which is written let's see by an explanation, means which is written by something else, but it means by something else in a body. For example, in this poem, it's written, has given my heart a change of mood. Now here, has given my heart is synecdoche, because now here the poet has a change of mood, not only his heart. So here his heart represent a change of mood. So where some represent half, where some represent the full object. Now here his heart represent his entire body. Now he has given my heart a change of mood, but the incident has given poet a change of mood. It's not only the heart. So here it's synecdoche. Synecdoche is when we mean something else by writing something else. Let's try to understand it. For example, let's say, has given my heart a change of mood. Now here the heart is not given a change of mood, the poet is given a change of mood. Change of mood. Okay. And some represent full. So his heart represents his entire body. And then we have symbolism in 3 here. That is a hemlock tree. That's a hemlock tree, a crow. We have symbolism in crow, hemlock tree, and dust. Now, how crow actually symbolizes the sadness. Here the crow symbolizes the poet's dilemma. Yeah, and hemlock tree also represents poet's dilemma. And the dust word here, the dust of snow, symbolize something happiness, because this dust of snow has changed poet's mood. Now, the one important question which confuses many children is that what does hemlock tree symbolize? And if I give you options like sadness or death, now here the answer should be sadness. Poison symbolizes death, but here in this poem the hemlock tree symbolizes poet's sadness, poet's gloomy, poet's melancholy mood. So here it is sadness. So in this poem, we use poetic device imagery and enjambment in the entire poem, and we use metaphor in dust of snow because we compared the snow as dust. Then we have alliteration in saved some. Then we have scenic decay and has given my heart. Then we have symbolism in crow, hemlock tree, and dust. And now let us discuss the rhyming scheme. So crow, it is A. Now crow, snow, they are rhyming. Crow, snow, so it's also A. Now tree, me tree, it's also rhyming, so it's B. Now let's move in the second. Heart part, so it's A because they are symbolizing, they are rhyming. Then we have rude, they are also rhyming, so it's AB in the both the two stanzas. Now let's discuss two word meaning. First is hemlock tree, which I already discussed, means which is a poisonous tree with small white flowers. And then it's rude means to held in regret. So I hope this is important. This video has made you understand the poem. Now let me again give you a brief summary. In this poem, the poet uses two elements, crow and hemlock tree, which generally symbolize sad, death, negativity, to represent his dilemma. And in this incident is about a small incident in poet's life which changes mood from pessimism to optimism, that is the falling from the dust of snow, falling from the flickers of snow from the hemlock tree on the poet by a crow. I hope this video was helpful. So that's all for this video. Thank you.